friends and family. Stay out of my camera. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Wednesday morning. I believe that it is April the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. My oldest children are off to school. I have my youngest two sons here with me. And I pray to God that my kids have a successful day at school today that's peaceful with no drama. My oldest two, I'm praying that they can have a transition over into online so that they only have to go into the building twice a week. That way it will take some stress off of me worrying about them getting back and forth to school every day, as well as all this extra ass shit that be going on at school. I just got out the tub, so my hair is a little bit wet. But yes, I'm hoping and praying that they have a wonderful day at school, as well as you guys out there. It is raining, so be careful while driving. It's very gloomy outside today. I'm enjoying this weather though, but it's because I have to be inside the house. I mean, it's because I like being inside the house. If I had to go outside or something, I wouldn't really be enjoying this. I can't stand to be getting wet up by the rain, but as long as I'm indoors, I love it. The sound of rain is so soothing to me. And the thunder, even though the thunder just woke my baby up. I got out the tub. He told me, what the, what's that? He told me, what the freak was that? I'm like, it's the thunder. But y'all be safe out there driving, especially since I've been picking up on like hit and run car accidents and things like that. My nose itching too. So be careful while driving. I hope everybody have a smooth drive to work, school, or wherever you go throughout the day, making your runs or whatnot. Just be careful, stay aware. Don't be speeding. It's slippery, I'm sure. Hold on, Laugh. My granddog probably want to go outside, but it's raining, so he gotta wait a minute. I gotta feed him some food too. But yeah. Yes, Mally.
When dogs go outside and they get wet, they can shake it off.
I know they can shake it off, but then they be smelling like wet dog, and I don't want to smell wet dog. But anywho, I'm about to cook. Well, actually, I'm not about to cook breakfast. I'm about to heat up some leftovers from last night. I had made some meatballs or whatnot, and I'm about to make me some heat up the corn and the cob that I got left over, and some potatoes or whatever. But y'all have a good day. I said I was gonna do some at-home workouts today. I woke up and talked about this Kanye's workout plan. I feel a lot better though. I closed out a cycle. Look, my cycle is over. Hey, and I feel like I closed out a cycle at the same. Go sit the fuck down, cause he's playing with you. Act like you at school. Go get on that laptop. I said I was gonna shut up, Laugh, before you get a whooping. Stop pulling my rug. Go in there and sit down. Now my granddog sad. Anywho. Yeah, I said I was going to do me some little workouts, some wall Pilates or some squats or something like that. But my stomach is feeling a lot better. Like, I didn't wake up nauseous this morning like I was, so I feel a lot better. Maybe it was the real hot bath because I sat in there for about 2 hours and just was relaxing in the water. I said I was going to wash my hair, but I didn't. It still got a little bit wet when I was in the tub, though. So yeah, I don't feel like pulling no energy right now. I don't really have no energy that I want to tap into, or I'm not getting any channel downloads at the moment, so it's real cool and relaxing. I'm probably going to get some though, being that it's raining. So I don't know. Thinking about it, being that I just got out the tub, I'm probably not going to do the Kanye's workout plan and exercise or whatever. But I need to tone up my stomach. I was looking at it as I was standing up. First of all, look how big my leggings is, y'all. I don't know why my leggings are like stretched out like this or something. But anywho, you see my stomach? So I need to get rid of before the summertime comes. I'm here. She got a little bit of stomach, but that's okay. She gonna let a real nigga eat her. Yes, I sure the fuck is like it's motherfucking Thanksgiving. Let me get up off here. I'm about to go eat like it's Thanksgiving. I had some macaroni last night too. It was good, and some yams and some greens. Those was leftovers too. My refrigerator gets so cold that it was like froze. So, yes, it was real good. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'll get back on here in a few hours, probably. Somebody is passing away right now. Who in the hospital? See, I said I was about to get no downloads, but I am. As I'm listening to the rain. And you know how usually when it's a funeral, it rains. They say like when God's people pass away on their funeral, it really be raining real bad, like a thunderstorm. Somebody is losing somebody like their great aunt or their grandma or something. They lost their great aunt or grandma or like somebody in the family who was like a Medea. Hey, don't be sniffing around. Come here. You better not piss up here because you just came out the basement. If anything, you could have used it in the basement. We can clean it up. Yeah, don't turn that head to the side like that. You're going to get your doggy ass whooped. But, it's like somebody's granny, great aunt, favorite aunt, the older aunts of the family is passing away. And I'm thinking about my Aunt Lee, which was my favorite aunt. She was my grandma's sister from New Jersey or whatever. And her and my son got the same birthday. Her and Mari got the same birthday, August 7th. And that was my favorite auntie or whatever. She was real obnoxious. Or I come from a very obnoxious, loud family. Like, I used to tell my grandma all the time that her and her sisters was just loud and messy. Like, I used to call them the gossiping sisters. Because my grandma would get on the phone with her sisters and they'll be talking about all of us, the grandkids and shit like that. And I used to be like, Sarah, don't be gossiping with me to your sisters. And my grandma used to call my Aunt May, my Aunt Darby, my Aunt Lee. After I had an Aunt Bessie and all that. But my Aunt May, my Aunt Darby, my Aunt Lee, and my grandma, they were very close. And my Aunt Darby, she used to come and visit my grandma from New Jersey sometimes. And we would go to New Jersey at times. Or whatnot. But my Aunt Lee, she passed away right after my mom. Like, my mom passed away in November, and my Aunt Lee turned around and passed away in January. And that was just a terrible time for the family. For me, too. Because I love my mama for sure. And I really love my Aunt Lee, too. But, I believe they said my Aunt Lee, she had passed away from something like gangrene, if I'm not mistaken. And my little cousin, Rashay, he had found my Aunt Lee in the bed. And she wasn't breathing no more. And from my memories, Rashay loved my Aunt Lee. That was his grandma. And Rashay was my cousin Isha's son. And Rashay loved my Aunt Lee. And I'm telling you, when my Aunt Lee passed away and we went to her funeral, Rashay was just standing at the casket. He was just staring at her, and I understand that because I don't know why I'm channeling my Aunt Lee and Rashay, who have both crossed over, by the way, as well as my mom. But when my mom passed away, I was standing at the casket too, just like that. Like, I couldn't believe it. So when it turned around and my Aunt Lee passed away, and my little cousin Rashay was just at the casket staring at my Aunt Lee, like, it had really broke my heart because he loved her so much. So maybe that's why I'm picking this up, like, maybe my Aunt Lee or my cousin Rashay or something, they around me. My mama, my grandma, it's like my mom's side of the family, the crossed over ones are around me or something. I I don't talk to my mom's side of the family, so I don't know if anybody's like not doing well or something like that. But I am picking up on like an older woman of the family passing away. My Aunt May passed away too, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I know her husband had passed away. Because that's my family from North Carolina or South Carolina, one of the two. The Kellys. Their last name wasn't Mack anymore. After my Aunt May got married, I believe. I guess her last name turned to Kelly. Or whatever. But I'm picking up on something like that. Or maybe it's just my crossed over loved ones. They just letting me know that they around me or something, you know. I've been channeling my family, like, but the passed over ones. It's like they always surround me. I'm hearing, remember I used to start off my readings and I used to say, ancestors, come on in the room. Come on in the room. But I don't have to call my ancestors in the room no more. They said we stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. It's like they always around me. My ancestors is telling me they around me right now. They're always here. Like all of them. Like, you know how they say you better walk into that room like you got 3,000 ancestors behind you? I'm here, we mob deep in this bitch. And that is so funny to me. So it's something about that. I'm hearing the kids are protected. Like my kids go to school, it's ancestors behind them, mob deep. So don't even fucking try it. Is what I'm picking up on. I'm here like, you know we ain't give no fucks. You know we didn't give no fucks, and they didn't. They just didn't. So that's why I say some shit just in your blood. People be looking at me like, oh, she calm, she not gonna do nothing, she's this, she's that. But really, baby, I'm balanced. So for the most of the time, I like to stay in my light side, you know, in the upright. But I ain't a killer. Don't push me, you know. Everybody got a light and a dark side. And I'm hearing like it's okay to jump into your shadow side sometimes. I'm seeing Sonic 3. Like it's okay to jump into your shadow side sometimes. And people try to make it seem like you're not supposed to get angry or you're not supposed to defend yourself. I'm picking up that impulse control class that I had to take the other day. It's like people out here gonna make it seem like you wrong for defending yourself, and you are not wrong for defending yourself. I keep hearing, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Like, you have every right to defend yourself. In the world, in the streets, on the World Wide Web, in the court of law, wherever you need to defend yourself, you better stand up and defend yourself, and you better act like you got 3,000 motherfucking ancestors standing behind your ass at all motherfucking times. You don't walk nowhere with fear. And I don't. And you know why I don't? Because I get it from my ancestors. I get it from God. I don't walk with fear. I don't walk with fear. I just don't. But I'm not a bully either. I don't walk around like I'm so big and bad, but I don't walk with fear either. Because I ain't a killer, but don't push me. You know, I'm getting that. My ancestors said you better stay in that energy. Don't ever let nobody try to take your power away from you. Don't ever let nobody dim your light again. They said you stay in the shadows long enough. People try to bury your name, bury your character, keep you quiet, keep you in the dark. In that dark, you was growing. I'm hearing like the lotus flower. The lotus flower, they grow in nasty, dirty mud at the bottom of the bottom. They come from the bottom, but they still grow in the murkiest, nastiest water. And they are one of the most beautiful flowers that ever exist. I'm hearing, lotus flower bomb. When I'm low, she makes me high. I'm about to teach you all the signs of love. Flower bomb. Yes, so that's so crazy because I have some flower bomb roll-on oil. I'm here. We like oil. I need to make an ancestor altar. Like, put some oil on our altar. Put some oil on our altar. And my grandma used to keep blessed oil. And I remember telling this story one time that I was in the car with my grandma and we had ran out of gas. And she didn't have no money to get gas or anything like that. And she only had this little bottle of blessed oil in her purse. And I promise I can't make this up. My grandma took the blessed oil out of her purse. And she had said a prayer. And then she poured the little bit of blessed oil. It was the most littlest bottle. Because she used to dip it on her finger and put the cross on our foreheads and stuff. And I used to do that to my kids before they go to school. So my ancestors, that's why they're telling me, Aaliyah, make some blessed oil. Pray over the blessed oil and anoint the kids before they go to school and stuff. But my grandma took the little bottle of blessed oil that was in her purse and she poured it into the gas tank and she sat in the car for a minute. And I'm like, Grandma, it's not going to work. She like, yes, it is. And she prayed and she tried to start the car and it wouldn't start. And we waited another couple of minutes and she turned the ignition again and the car started and we drove home. We drove all the way home. I could never make that up. So when people ask, where do I get my faith from? It's from God, because I have so much testimony, so much times where there was no, this dog done brought me his dog bowl. He hungry. Put it down. I'm about to make you some food. Okay, I'm about to make you some food. You ain't got to tell me twice. Give me a second. I have so many testimonies of where God made a way out of no way for me and my family, that it's not a day, an hour, a minute, or a second, a millisecond, that I'm not going to give the Most High God praise. That's why I always say Yahweh or the highway. There's no other way but Yahweh, who is God. So, yes, and that's bringing me to this. I seen this little short on my YouTube where Christian Rock was supposed to be like, I think, praying to Yahweh or something. And I think that's such a beautiful thing, because people just thought she was such a lost soul, so irate, never gonna be nothing, down on her as a mother, which her and Blueface was going through some shit. And I never watched whatever show they came off of or whatever. I don't know who they are for real, because I don't watch TV. But again, I be seeing certain shit on social media, so I have a slight idea of who they are. But I always liked Krishan. Like, even the ghetto shit, the clips that I see, they're not gonna show people in the upright position. They only gonna show them in a negative light. And even them showing her in a negative light, I always liked her. And I knew she come from something like a fucked up background or something. Even though I don't know her personally, it's like I could pick up on her energy. And I can tell she got a good soul. And some people, that's why my ancestors said, don't ever feel fucked up for defending yourself. She always in defense mode. Granted, she probably was drinking a lot and everything like that, but she always got to defend herself. She's a very talented young lady, very beautiful. She was athletic, fit, and all that before she met that nigga who wanted to play with her motherfucking top. So I understood her from the get-go. And when I seen the clip of her like praising God and saying thank Yahweh and stuff, I love that. I love that, Krishan. I love that. Because Yahweh or the highway. Yahweh or the highway. Fuck the past. Fuck what you've been through and all that shit. Yahweh or the highway. Keep your head up. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. It's the word. That means word is getting around. And people not scared to worship God. Like, you know how people be real bold to say they worship the devil and shit? Like, it was becoming a joke. Like, yeah, I sold my soul to the Illuminati for fame. And people thought that shit was cute. No, people are starting to want to worship God now. People are wanting to meditate now. And I think that is such a beautiful thing. That's why it's very important to push positive energy out into the world so that it can attract. So, good job, Krishan. Good motherfucking job. Take care of that baby. Do your best. Keep your head up. Don't let nobody bring you the fuck down. And that's what my ancestors are here telling me. They said we more than 3,000 deep up in this bitch. And you better keep your head up, Aaliyah, and walk like you know we behind you. And I do. I do. So, yes. They said build us an altar in your house. Put some blessed oil on the altar. They said, we want some frankincense and myrrh. We want some flowers. And my grandma loved plants. Like, I need to get a plant. I need some plants. and some blessed oil in my house, is what my ancestors is telling me. They said wipe the walls, you know, the doorway. You know, it's close to Easter. And you know how they put the palms on the doorways at Easter time? I'm hearing wipe the doorways with blessed oil, is what my ancestors is telling me. They said that's the message for yourself. That's the channeled message for yourself. And know that we stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. Like, soon as you don't even got to call us, you done gave us permission. And I do. I give God, Archangel Michael, and the crew, and my ancestors permission to interfere and have divine intervention anytime they see necessary. Anytime some fuck shit going on, y'all got the permission from me to come in and stop that shit. So yes, I'm hearing a hit and run car accident. Somebody's hit and run car accident. That's going to be divine intervention. That's God stepping in like, bitch, you tried it. Can't believe you tried it, bitch, you played. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm here, return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. I'm hearing. They ain't know we was coming back. My ancestors is funny as fuck. But yeah, my family last name is Mac on my mom's side. And my grandma had to fight so hard to get her last name changed because when she was married, her name became Slater. So my grandmother's name at death was Sarah Jane Mac Slater or whatever. But I remember going back and forth downtown and stuff with my grandma to change her name. She said, change the baby name. I need to change Mally's last name. That's what I'm picking up on. My grandma was fighting to get the last name Mac put back on her name after it was just Sarah J. Slater. We was going back and forth downtown, and she finally got it changed to Sarah Jane Mac Slater before she had passed away or whatnot. My mom passed away. She was married, so her name, my mom's name was never Mac, but her family name is Mac. My mom had her dad's last name, which I know, but I don't need to be putting maiden name out there, I guess. She telling me don't say it. But when she passed away as Tashima Monique Williams Kason, because she was married to Mark Kason. So I'm here, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Like, they want me to know where I come from. But I do. I know where I come from. Even though I don't talk to the family, I know where I come from. And that's what they want to instill in me. They say, still remember who you are and where you come from and where your bloodline comes from. Even if you don't talk to the family, remember who you are. Remember who you carry. That's why I was saying the other day, I carry the Eve gene. They saying you carry the Eve gene. You are very, very valuable. You are very special. We knew this since you were born. The family knows this. Like, you are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. And you have made us very proud. I'm here to get you some gold. My mom and my grandma, they used to love gold. And I used to have jewelry. Like bracelets, rings, necklaces. Even when my mom passed away, my mom had rings. I don't have none of that stuff no more. Everything has been stripped from me. It's like, you know how your ancestors leave you artifacts and things? Everything was taken from me. Everything, even the pictures of my passed on loved ones. I'm hearing that was all a plan. Shut up! I'm hearing that was all a plan to try to make you forget who you were. But remember who you are. I'm hearing that's why we come to you. Because they took everything from you. So therefore we come to you in spirit. I appreciate that, guys. I miss y'all too. I miss my mama and my grandma and my aunties. I'm even hearing the dog, the crust over dog, like Kong. That was my brother's dog. And when I moved into my house on Griggs and my house kept getting broken into, my brother brought me his dog, Kong. And I love Kong so much. Like, I really loved Kong. And when we got put out of the house or whatever, I had to give Kong back to Denzel. And then I ended up going to stay at Denzel's house. So shit, I was right there with Kong or whatever. And Kong was so different. It's like somebody was doing something to Kong. Like, even his spirit, I could tell he was even acting different. But then we had ended up moving out of Denzel's house again and going to stay in the apartments off of East 7 Mile or whatever. And Denzel ended up telling me that Kong had died. And oh, I was so heartbroken. I was so heartbroken. Denzel said he had froze because Denzel left him outside. He said he froze to death because it was the wintertime. But I'm hearing like he got hit. Like Kong, even the dog come to me. That's how much of a medium I am. Call me motherfucking Dr. Doolittle too, I guess. Because it's like I keep picturing Kong getting hit with like a bat or a pole or something. Like somebody hit him and that's how he ended up dying. Like he was struck. Or whatever. But Kong, even the dog, protects me. Like that's one of my guardian angels. My ancestors is telling me. So, yeah, they said you were so strapped up and protected in the spiritual realm as well as the physical. I even kept on thinking about my friend, Sean. And I don't know why he's always in my energy. You know, I don't have the confirmation if he's dead or alive or in jail or what. But he stays in my energy. And he lets me know that he's in my energy. Like, he say his name all the time. Like, he lets me know when he's around me. And he's around me a lot. I'm here, never leave or forsake you. Like, always around me. That was my homie. I'm hearing they did not want you to know who you were. They did not want you to know what you had coming. But you finding it out anyway. We gonna make sure of it. And we gonna make sure that you get what's yours. I'm hearing we on their neck with this shit. And you know, for some reason, I don't know who Young Scooter is. And I was thinking about Young Dolph today too. But Young Dolph stay in my energy just like D-Lo and Beyonce. And I told y'all Young Dolph came to me one day and said, protect your heart. Because somebody in your heart, somebody in your family needs a heart. And you the perfect match. They want to take your organ. Young Dolph in my dream said that. But that Young Scooter, ATL Jacob, they said he came up with the ATL Jacob. And I remember like 3 or 4 years ago making a status. I was at the house by myself and I'm like, nobody. Me, just in the house by myself, yelling, ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob. That is so funny to me. But the Young Scooter guy recently passing away, claiming to be running from the police and twisted his ankle, broke his leg or something. And ended up getting shot and killed by the police or something like that. I don't know the whole story because I don't even see a little clips of it on YouTube. But he keeps popping up on my YouTube timeline. And I keep saying these police being some faulty ass shit. And allegedly some girl supposedly had to call the police or something. And I was seeing this thing about Offset, like him and Offset the night before he died or whatever. Offset saying that he was going to meet him at the studio or some shit like that. I don't know. Young Scooter remind me of Sean. To me. I'm here. You about to get justice for all of us. I'm here. Only thing you get for free from me is free to bros. What Cardi B said. But it's like you free the gang. The more you get on here and you speak the truth and you expose shit, you freeing the gang. Like, and we gonna take care of you. Like, you know how they say, your dead homies, I'm hearing your dead homies gonna take care of you, regardless. Lavin. So, stay your ass where I can see you. But, yeah, I'm hearing the dead homies gonna protect you. And you about to get a whole bunch of dead homies, meaning Benjamins. But, that's what my ancestors want me to know. I appreciate that, ancestors. I love y'all. Let me feed the dog. He hungry. Get away from that paint bucket. I need to finish painting the kitchen, and I still need to paint like the top part of my kids' room, cause they they don't put these damn LED lights up. The little trim at the top still needs to be painted. They couldn't wait though, so they put the LED lights up. I probably leave the shit like that. I don't know. It don't look that bad. It don't look bad. It just needed to be finished. But they said, girl, don't worry about that shit. You about to move. I don't know when, but that's what my ancestor said. All right, I'm about to get off here. Lavin. Come here. All right, y'all.
What you mean all right now?
I don't know why I'm picking up on young Scooter like this.
I mean, I love you.
I love you too, baby. It's something about him though. Set up. I'm picking up on young Scooter and young Dolph. I was in the tub and I was channeling young Dolph. Cause I was like, dang, I ain't seen my young Dolph card in a minute out of my deck. Same bitch that said she love you, she'll set you up. Somebody need to be careful when they driving. I started this video off saying that hit and run car accident. I'm seeing Lavin, no. I'm seeing he like to chew up the rugs. I'm seeing I think it's the movie Glass House where they was adopting the kids and they was trying to steal the kids because the kids came with an inheritance and they killed the daddy or something. The mama killed the daddy or something, or the people, they killed the parents because they wanted to steal the kids for the money. And they slid up the brakes to the car so the people was driving and they had a car accident. I believe that's the movie Glass House. I haven't seen that movie since I was a teenager. So they saying Glass House where they wanted to steal the kids for the money. But I've been saying it's custody battles going on because they want to steal kids for money, for inheritance and shit. Now I gotta go watch the Glass House. The Glass House. I believe they was like driving up the mountain or something and they didn't know that somebody had cut the brakes of the car, so they ended up dying. My ancestors, they want me to watch Glass House. And be careful when you driving. Like, even if you drive your car every day, you park it in the garage and everything, sometimes it be the ones closest to you that'll do you bad. Like, so don't just pull out the driveway and hop right on the freeway and start driving or something. Like, spin the block or something. Or when somebody leave home, they need to go back and spin the block and check their house. And be careful, like slow cruise. Make sure your car okay. Don't just hop in it and start driving fast like how you normally do. Like when you pull out, somebody got a garage. Ah!
What?
Don't piss on my motherfucking floor. Somebody got I seen that tail lifting up. Somebody got a garage. They pull out the garage. Yeah, don't look sad. When you pull out the garage, be careful. Spin the block maybe 2 or 3 times first. Check your house. Make sure ain't nobody going inside your house or something like that. And don't hop right on the freeway. I'm hearing you, don't even take the freeway. Somebody pull out their house and hop right on the freeway. They pull out the driveway and hop right on the freeway. Don't do that. Don't do that today. Take the streets. Have a good day.